pretty. Red and whites. Look at these. Stunning. This bed needs a little help, but it's getting there. Lupin. Foxglove. Columbine. Bunch of different colors. This one. Wow. And this is yarrow. That'll all start blooming here soon. You can see the little buds. More foxglove. Nice size plant. This is delphinium. Can't wait for that to bloom. More foxglove. Oh, see, this yarrow is open. More columbine. So pretty. More foxglove. These are my watermelons that need a little nitrogen. Let's go see what else we can find. Saw the flux, and then I got more peppers all the way down here. These are blueberries, 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 and blueberries, and blueberries. All that's my cabbage. Cute little apple tree. More blueberries. Tomatoes are in. Got some ground experiments over here. Peppers. Oh, look what's poking up. It's my beans. Let's see if they're over here. Yep. There they are. And they grow up this trellis. Pretty much go all the way to the other side by the time summer's over. Take you over to my lettuce and celery bed. I've got celery. Beautiful lettuce we've been eating off of. And thank you, darn Frank, because you got us hooked on this. So we plant that every year. I've got more babies started. And here's my peas, some cucumbers, and in here is broccoli and cauliflower. More flowers. Look at the baptisia. Isn't it beautiful? And they got one over there too. These don't look so good. I think I'm gonna cut those cannas back. And then in this box I have all peppers, and that side's peppers, this side's tomatoes. And these stay in the plastic and shade cloth all summer. Last year I had so many peppers doing it this way. We've got habaneros, I've got California Wonders, I've got Poblano, Jimmy Nardello, King of the North, Big Red. I've got, I think there was 10 different peppers in all. And the only reason I have some back there in the ground is because I just ran out of room. These are my leftovers going to a friend in Rockford. I gotta take those with me. Here's my spice pot. There's Mama's statue. My onions. More flowers over here. And I've got turnips, beets, radishes that we're picking every day. See if there's any ready. I'm not seeing any. Oh, here's some nice radishes. Carrots, some onions, and I have more onions in this whole bed. It's full of onions, strawberries, more onions, and garlic. Another month we'll harvest the garlic, and then I'll probably put some more lettuce there. Over here in this row is the Has-Caps, which are all need to get picked. So good. A cross between a raspberry and a blueberry. More nutritious than plain blueberries. So look them up if you've never grown them. You do need 2 varieties. I think we've got, oh, how many different varieties? This whole row is Has-Caps. Red raspberries. The blueberries, it's going to be another banner year. They're loaded. Oh, the strawberry bed needs water desperately. These are black raspberries. And more Has-Caps that I couldn't fit in the row. As you can see, I really need to get out here and pick them. Beautiful bleeding heart. Got from my father-in-law. These are still one of my favorite columbines. They're on their way out, but they sure are pretty. And I've got this gala tree, the pear tree, cherries. There's another apple tree. And look at the irises. Man, that purple is stunning. Isn't that beautiful? It bloomed after the white. There's still some white ones. So pretty. What else? Really got to get some water out here. We haven't had rain in about 10 days. We're supposed to have rain tomorrow. Raspberries, Has-Caps. I don't see any, what you call it's on these? Escapes. So it must not, I must have planted, I didn't plant any of the harder soft necks this year, which is okay. Here's my favorite columbine. Look at it. Is it not stunning or what? It just looks like a vintage flower. So that's it. Things are a little rough due to drought. That's lemon balm. I put that in my sun tea all the time. A lot of transplants there that we moved. So yeah. Dave's got it all hooked up for me for irrigation, with the exception of this side. We have it on a timer. But everything is hooked up and ready to roll. Oh, this AJ pepper. Oh, can't wait to see that. And I labeled everything because I don't remember what pepper's what until it actually goes. So yeah, the greenhouse is basically empty, which is nice. Now we'll come over here out this gate. And we've got my sink, but I've got popcorn growing in here with pumpkins. And those two boxes all the way down there have gourds and pumpkins too. And here's all my hostas. They stay happy there. Now let's go up by the house and see what we've got brewing up there. Okay. There's Henry. This is a mix of colors of columbine. Last year I had temporary flowers in here. This year I seeded up some Shasta daisies all through here, along with these daisies who like the rocks. So I took them and dropped them in these little rocks there. So that's the front. I did plant 2 lupin, one there, one here. Last year, the bunnies ate this one, and now it's coming back. I wanted to dig them out this year because I knew they would get big their second year. But due to the weather, it was just too cold. And then all of a sudden it got too hot, and now it took off. So come the fall, that'll get dug out because I know that looks a little silly there. Got my pots potted up. These are some wild pansies that just showed up. I did grow them last year, and they're just popping up everywhere, and I'm just leaving them because why not? There's more down here, more here. These are coneflowers. That's feverfew I planted this year in there, along with some random geraniums I had left. Here's one of my hanging baskets that I did. I'm up on the porch. Got this pretty pot full of petunias, verbena, tickseed, nasturtium, and gosh only knows what else. All from seed. And down there is that daisy, the little yellow daisies, along with some more Johnny Jump Up pansies. Every single flower I grew from seed. I grew too much. And I keep saying I'm not going to do it next year, but after this year, I am so cutting it back. Got these hanging up there. This is my new porch decor this year. I need to get that lemon in this corner where it gets more sun. But that old toolbox was here in the house. And last year I filled it up with geraniums, so I did the same thing this year. But that's my little decorations for the porch this year. Got a little rooster down there. But yeah, and then of course the 2 hanging baskets. Again, I grew them all from seed. I have to look at my records to see which kinds these were, because this is going to be the only kind I grow from now on. Alright, let's go out by the pond. Come around the corner to this deck. Those turned out very nice. They match. This little bed here is all new. It's got a miniature lilac in it, and some coreopsis, and some random flowers in the back. This little hanging basket. There's my zucchini. It's the only one I got this year. And then the pond. Look at the growth of everything this year. We had 6 frogs in here, and then they all disappeared. So I don't know if that's if anybody has frogs in their little ponds like this, let me know. Do they stay all summer? Do they just come in the spring and leave? or you know, leaving the thing they do. I don't know. It's the first year we had them. I see a bunch of moss floating in there that came off that rock, so I wonder if something was in here. We have had deer in here, so like deer climbing up over that side there and trying to drink out of the fountain, so that could have easily happened again. I don't know. I got some hanging baskets on the old pump house. Woo! Need water desperately, so I've got to get some watering done. Grasses and coneflowers. Around the back of the pond, bunch of yarrow, a lot of transplants on these little guys. Like I did some black-eyed Susans right there, and these little guys, scabiosas. So those are my new addition. So yeah, and then we finally got the canopy up. Boy, everything out here needs water. My hose is a mess. I've got, this is my little herbs. And then I've got the kumquat tree, who is fighting some kind of, I don't know what. There's a seating area. Some more flowers. But yeah. And then out there on that hill, I did dump a few more things this year. And that's a new tree that we planted for the pups, with some red wave petunias in the bottom, and then the other tree is out in the woods, which I'll take a short video of that when we go out there tonight with Bailey. So yeah. That's everything. All right. Weekend's coming up. Everybody have a good weekend. Take care.